Ladies, we are here tonight on the issue. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Mainly the first thing being Dominik Mysterio last night won the North American Championship, a championship that had been for like over 250 days by Wesley Lee and Dominik last night, surprising a lot of people. Everybody thought he was just going to make the appearance, try to get the ratings up. Right, they've been doing that the last few weeks, months, getting the main roster guys. And plus, Judgment had already made a few appearances. It's just another way to get the ratings up. Have Dominik face Wesley for the title, but Wesley's going to win. Dominik Mysterio won, which means now everybody from the Judgment Day, or at least 3 out of the 4 members, have at least a title or have the briefcase. Damian Priest, the briefcase, Dominik, and Rhea Ripley, women's champion, and then Finn Balor is scheduled to face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. So that would be a pretty interesting storyline if Damian Priest is Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and then at the same time in the same faction, Finn Balor is world champion. Can you imagine the storyline? The belief is that WWE looks at Judgment Day like the replacement for the Bloodline. The belief is that the Bloodline storyline will finish as far as the whole Bloodline thing at SummerSlam in the match between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. I guess Solo, I don't know what they're going to do with him. My guess is they're going to keep Solo with Paul Heyman with Roman, but I don't know. They could have, but I think I feel like if you have Solo stab Roman in the back, then you have to now do a match with Solo and Roman. So if they're saying this is the finish for the Bloodline thing, that my guess is that Solo's going to stick with Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns at least for now. But we'll see what happens, man. Judgment Day, man. They said that the plans with JD McDonald, they were going to possibly add him into the faction, for now have been put on hold. Maybe in the future, but as of right now, that is no longer the plans to add a JD McDonald to the Judgment Day faction. But pretty interesting to see what they do with the story going forward. Especially now that they all have titles or the briefcase with Damian Priest. What do you do with Finn Balor at SummerSlam? Do you want to have that whole thing of, hey, they're in the same faction? One is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and the other one, and at any time, Balor can stab Damian Priest can stab Balor in the back and cash in. Let's see if they go with that. But let's continue, man. Tommaso Ciampa did an interview. He said he's very happy to be back. He likes he got his old theme song back. He's very happy. And he said his dream feud is to feud with Johnny Gargano and the main roster. Okay, that's my dream feud. So we'll see how that goes. He's just only been back for 2-3 weeks. So I think they can maybe start him in a storyline with Bronson Reed. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. Liv Morgan was seen leaving Monday Night Raw with a sling on her shoulder. Remember, she just partially teared a ligament not a few months ago and came back. And now they're saying that she left with a sling on her shoulder. Hopefully, it's just precautionary and everything goes fine. Man, hopefully everything goes fine, man. Seth Rollins was on the Logan Paul podcast, and he pretty much said that he said, "Yeah, man, I've been dealing with a back and a leg injury for a while now. I should probably I probably need a back surgery, but I've been trying to put it on hold. Man, hopefully this is not a similar case to Randy Orton, where when he does get that back surgery, it puts him out for a long time. Hopefully that is not the case. He's always been bothered by knee. I think he's torn both his ACL and his meniscus on his leg. So hopefully everything's okay with Seth Rollins, his back and his leg. He also said, that he thinks the whole Dave Meltzer match 5-star ratings are silly. He says, look, it's very simple. If the crowd starts making noise, they like it, it's a good match. Simple as that. We don't need a rating system for it. Nobody gives a shit about Dave Meltzer's ratings, honestly, man. They said Vicky Guerrero was officially released, was let go by AEW as they agreed to part ways due to the allegations that Vicky Guerrero's husband has done some sexual abuse to Vicky's daughter, which Vicky Guerrero is the 9. She's defending her husband. But I believe Vicky's older daughter and Chavo Guerrero are siding with the daughter that the husband has done some sexual abuse. So AEW, part of it, her contract was about to expire, and because of this whole thing going on, they decided to part ways with Vicky Guerrero. So Vicky Guerrero, starting today, is no longer part of AEW going forward. And she could be done. I don't see. I mean, although she's not really involved in the whole thing, this is more about her daughter and her husband. And I don't know if like WWE would have won her. I could see like in the future, maybe when Dominik gets done with the whole Rhea Ripley Judgment Day thing, maybe they could have Vicky Guerrero be her manager, but not now. Right now, it doesn't even make sense to do it. But maybe in the future, maybe when everything cools down, everything gets maybe fixed with this whole allegations going around her family. But right now, I don't think it's the time for WWE to go out and sign her. Logan Paul has said he has told WWE if he could have the first match at SummerSlam, he's trying to have this match. And then, so the SummerSlam is in Detroit. So he's trying to get the match and then fly from Detroit to Dallas to be on time for his fight, as his brother Jake Paul is boxing that same night versus Nate Diaz. So he's trying to get WWE to let him be the first match. Usually what WWE does is when they have both Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns on the same card, usually they have Brock Lesnar go first and Roman Reigns goes last. That's usually how they do it. So it would be interesting to see what they do. I can see Vince McMahon saying, you know what? Have Brock Lesnar go first and then just give Logan Paul the second one. I don't know if, no disrespect, but Logan Paul Ricochet, I don't know if you want to open up a show like that. Usually the two biggest matches of the nights, not all the time, a lot of times they co-main event, right? And it's like the last two, but a lot of times, it's usually like a top 3 match, the opening match. That's why a lot of times, okay, you're not going to main event, or you're going to open the show. Get us started the right way. So I don't know if Vince is going to, Triple H, I don't know if they're going to want to start with like a mid-card match. You know what I'm saying? I think they'd rather start with either Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, or Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes. My guess is they would probably want to start with Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, and then have Seth Rollins and Finn Balor co-main event with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. That is what my thing would be, and then, like I said, have Brock and Cody Rhodes open the show, and then put Logan in there somewhere, and after that. I don't know. I don't think they care too much about the kids the brothers boxing. I really don't. So we'll see. But we'll see what happens with that. But I think that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is pretty much it. I think I talked about, yeah. All right, I'm finished. I said about the Judgment Day possibly replacing the Bloodline, right, as the main faction in WWE. They view them as the replacement. I think I said that right, I believe. Anyways, until next time, I'm finished. I'm finished. The fuck is happening?